So, I made a Patreon, which I understand is partially irrelevant and late, seeing as how every YouTuber and their cat is making one at the moment, and my subscriber count is smaller than the moth I just saw sunbathing in the windowsill. Although, as I'll tell anyone who's starting off in YouTube themselves, subscribers don't matter as long as your videos are being watched completely or by more people than are subbed to you. Remember, just because the person is small doesn't mean the advice isn't useful. That's a lesson for all of life, actually. But in any case, this video shouldn't be that long, as I'm just going to explain comedically why I'm starting a Patreon. Well, first off, because to my knowledge at least, it wasn't going to be the end of anyone's world. Maybe Alpha Centauri just got blinked out of existence, erasing anything in the system. However, seeing as how the amount of people that actually know what that is less than the amount of people viewing this, I don't think I'm gonna have to start or look out for any campaigns trying to stop me anytime soon. However, in all seriousness though, the financial struggle is real. For those that didn't watch the update video I put out, don't worry, nobody did. I spoke about why and how there would be a lack of content for some time on this channel. If you can't watch a 10-minute video on the subject, I'll just give you the short version. I'm in college studying aerospace and business, trying to dedicate a lot of my effort and time to that. What you should immediately realize is anytime college is mentioned in any situation, generally it should be followed and it should be synonymous with the amount of debt, and a whole hell of a lot of it you'll probably be experiencing. Without getting too much into detail, I'll just say that between me moving to main campus and some rather unsavory personal drama in the household, I'm really struggling as I try to help where I can in the family, while also trying to not have my debt go anywhere farther into the danger zone than it already is. So effectively, I'm going all in with this. Obviously, or at least I believe it should be obvious, I've been dedicating a lot more time, and you should be able to tell I've been dedicating a lot more effort into my channel and how I present myself. I think I'm starting to get that niche of where I think I'm gonna fit into in terms of comedy, commentary, and things like that on certain subjects. I don't know. Some people say you're putting the cart before the horse. I would say my horse is so full I don't need to worry about it. That joke's gonna bite me in the ass later. But I want to be abundantly clear that content will still be rather slow, not like it was in the summer basically. But I am dedicating myself to this now, and I wouldn't be asking for money if I wasn't. That's basically what I want to make a point as. So that's why I'm starting a Patreon. But what would you get out of it? For starters, an additional entry in any drawings I do on the channel, as well as access to certain Patreon only drawings and content. What that content is kind of still being decided and figured out. Hint hint, wink wink, I'm talking about the Cold Heart exotic for Destiny 2. I got a code for. I will probably be doing a drawing for that. The other stuff that you get, I did get codes from that as well. I might do those as just like loose things on the channel that I'll give away, but I think the Cold Heart exotic I probably want to do for Patreons only, just a little bit to incentivize it. This might seem small, but it's literally for $1 a month, so yeah. Donate $5 and you'll get scripts I write for these types of videos, basically reviews and thoughts on. This really isn't a thoughts on, it's more of an update video, but I did script it, so I guess if you wanted to see the script, you can see it and see how I kind of edit around certain things, highlight certain things, and overall just how I flow through my videos and how I use the words to do that. Become a full member of the Dankest Ops for $10 and get entered into a special drawing for exclusive items. Basically Gundam models and additional games, most likely $60 games. And unlike the normal, the game launch type drawings, I'm giving out a game because I got an extra game or something like that, these will be basically bi-monthly things where you can actually choose the game you want for the 60. Continuing on, the rewards go basically for more entries and good stuff, basically better stuff, possible mod status, and video dedications, and a little bit more. And again, I don't want to get into too much of the specifics on that, because honestly, if it's that big of a deal, I'm sure people will read it for themselves. But yeah, and honestly, I think the three I just spoke about, donation memberships or whatever they call them, are honestly going to be where most people stay, because it's understandably people don't have a lot of money, and any money you give is thankful anyway. I'm not going to sit here and ask for $500 or $25 a freaking thing, or a freaking subscription, so it's reasonable and understandable for people to stay around those three price ranges. If you go higher, there's incentives for it, but again, that's really not where I think most people are going to go, so it's understandable if you can't. So don't feel bad about, only $1 or whatever. It's cool. Anyway, for those wondering if and how there will be updates and notifications about certain drawings and Patreon rewards, well, if you press that subscribe button and that notification bell right to the right of it, I know YouTube changed around the way it looks. It looks horrible and hideous, and yeah, I don't like the way it looks at all. I don't like it ergonomically. Like, it feels like the user interface just got a lot more, I guess, blander, and that's why I don't like it. It just looks kind of bleh. Anyway, yeah, if you hit that button, any post I make will notify you, and you can see when I make announcement videos for the winners. Other than that, if it's a Patreon specific thing, Patreon actually allows you to, like, specifically, I believe, go and post or send stuff to certain people, or make posts on the Patreon page that everyone can see that it's a patron or whatever. So yeah, so don't worry about not hearing about it. You'll most likely see a post on Patreon anyway if it's someone that wins it from Patreon. So yeah, this is definitely a work in progress thing, and I'm working on better rewards in the background, as well as posting goals that specify when certain drawings will begin and go live, and basically stuff like that. Again, more information on the actual Patreon page. For example, the monthly Gundam model giveaway will go live after 150 patrons of any amount have joined. If I mean any amount, like any price amount, like they're all $1 amounts, I'll still do it then. Another thing I want to talk about is specifically with the whole Gundam model things, because obviously I have an interest in Gundam models. I know a lot of people don't, understandably so, because they can be quite tedious, and for a lot of people it's just boring to them, and that's not their thing. I'm trying to work on getting something that's equatable to Gundam models than if someone just doesn't want a Gundam model, which obviously is understandable. Things basically in the $20 to $45 range. If you have an idea of something that you think would be equatable and a lot of people would probably like, toss it out there in the comments, please. I kind of want some feedback on what some people would just kind of want out of those giveaways. Because obviously Gundam models is something I like. I love Gundam, things like that. Frick, it could be an anime or something if someone wants me to get like a box set of something that's around that price range. That's cool, but it depends. And again, I just kind of want to see some things in the comments. For right now, it's going to stay as that, but it's going to be a while before I reach 150 patrons. Or maybe I'll be, completely wrong, and tomorrow I'll have 250 and have to make a lot of plans I didn't plan on making yet. And with that explanation done, we have reached the resolution of this video, the end of this video. Select that, and remember to select that notification button and bell. I keep saying button, it's not a button, it's a bell. See, the words are so close to they're not close. I know I effed up. Anyway, if you just select that notification bell to stay posted on all current channel updates and videos, as well as stay tuned for this Wednesday, the 6th, when I hopefully will be streaming Destiny 2, if everything goes well and doesn't make my internet run like Jello, which is to say, it's inconsistent and not very good. Sorry if you like Jello, I've just never really enjoyed Jello. I guess of the types of Jello I could have, because some Jellos would probably kill me because of my allergies. But anyway, this has been DragonGod00, because that's the new name for the channel. New name, new face, more effort, more work, and also because I just didn't like Destiny being in my title. I kind of wanted to branch out a little bit more, or make it apparent I am, and that we've reached a new point in the channel. I'm gonna stop talking now. Anyway, thank you for all watching, and I will see you in the next video.